Alrighty. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another playthrough of Nier Replicant. We are in the Lost Shrine because we have collected all the fragments to the key to Shadowlord's castle. And apparently, Shadowlord's castle is somewhere around here. So, let's see if we can get into it. Finally, about to see about saving his sister.
Such an ominous sight. And yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Vice and I first met. And first fought together.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
So it says you cannot turn back from this point. And this is why I did a separate save. Because now what's going to happen is when I do saves, I'm going to save that third save file. So that if I wanted to, I can go back to that second save file and do some stuff. But because you have to do the different endings anyway, it could be a way that you could do the other side quests you didn't complete the first playthrough in the later playthroughs. So I'll test that out. And if that's the case, I might delete some save files. But yeah, here we go.
And now the path is open.
Jeez. The memories.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
The hell is this?
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I've heard this somewhere before.
It does sound familiar. I mean, it's probably just because I played the game before. So maybe that's why it sounds familiar.
To whom I ask, why you must...
Because their lives are short because of a black disease. Why did humans disappear from the world? I feel like it's this one.
I answer, because of a black disease. I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
By acquiring leaves of the sacred tree, by separating body from soul. Body from soul?
I answer, by separating body from soul. I ask, what is the destination of souls?
What is a destination, souls? They are placed in their corresponding shells. They're in the promised land bursting with light. They said, what is the destination of the souls? Corresponding shells?
I answer, they are placed in their corresponding shells. Very well. You are acknowledged as master. You may enter. Well then, it seems the way is open. It's the twins from your village.
Popola? Devila? What are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yonah here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
So we can say, we're here to rescue Yonah. Yonah, what are you two doing here? That's right. They're right, let's go back to the village. Heck no, we're not going back to the village. We're here to rescue Yonah.
We're here to rescue Yonah.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice then. No, I suppose not. How sad. We didn't want to fight you. We really didn't want to.
Devila! What's happening?
Sorry, but this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so.
100 years?
Until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie! I don't believe it!
They like teleport.
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss. You are a traitor.
What now?
Not this one. Shoot.
They copied my powers.
You.
Ah, shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Vice, are you all right?
Devila! Popola! Why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades?
Oh, sheesh.
Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
The Shadow Lord? So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
Obtain Shadow Lord's castle map.
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Weiss?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Hell,
Vice?
do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly...
So they said the power was originally ours. They made
think
it.
I hear a
Vice was
waltz.
given a little bit of it. And it all lies within the Shadow Lord.
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're shades.
They're all shades.
I think we're locked in.
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
I'm afraid he's not. Right on. We collected 50% of all words. Only 50? Wow. I bet I can get in other places.
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
Right? They just keep coming. Guard resistance 30% on martial arts. I'll put that on.
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Okay.
Oh, how I do love a good
Shut up, Vice.
Vice!
Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go.
Protect Kaine for us.
Jeez.
Oh, come on.
Kaine! Hurry!
Please.
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
No, you idiot. What are you doing?
Love doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
That'll do.
Stop, you impatient fool.
I think.
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
Oh. Huh? Back up. Oh. Ooh. Oh, she's being trampled.
Are they laughing? These things are freaking me out. Kaine, what's wrong?
We need to help Kaine. We need to help Kaine.
Going. Kind of have to deal with these things first. Damn it. They keep coming back. Oh, shoot.
We need to help Kaine.
Ugh. Trying to get up.
You okay?
Yeah, but we got problems.
What? Oh man, I remember this. Okay.
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
What is he talking about? Ooh. Back away, back away,
How should
back
I
away.
know?
Kaine, are you all right?
I'm fine.
He's talking.
Let's just kill some shit
something.
and move on.
Damn shit.
Oh dear.
Duh. Okay. Let me see. You defeated Goose within 2 minutes. Nice. Do I have a that has better armor break? Okay. That's probably what I need right now. Things with good armor break. Let's do the same thing. Weapon. Again, I want really good armor break. This is attack power. I do have a bit. Okay, that one's armor break. Die. Die, potato. Got it. What? Are you kidding me?
You're even with this thing?
Fuck.
It's poisoning the air. Shoot, we're dying.
We can't stop now. Damn it.
It's like no matter what I do,
Stay focused, Kaine.
it comes back.
Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on. We have to keep going.
Let's go.
Okay, it's down. Open it. Open.
This way! Move!
No. Leaving. Ooh. What? Nice. That was a good place to put that.
Up
Because
here!
you'd be kind of panicked. You'd be like, oh shoot, I gotta get out of here. Let's go. And you miss it. Anything over here? Alright, leaving. Run. So,
How can we deal with this thing?
Yamano! Hey, go. Ah!
Please, hurry!
I'm coming. Go. Ah! No. Nier! Yamano! Nice! No, I'm so sorry, honey. Oh no! Please, I might have to do all that again. Just start me from there. Please. Onegaishimasu. Okay, cool. That works. Alright. Oh, so gotta grab it. Alright, done. Let's go.
Up here!
One with haste. With haste.
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Okay, next. Any luck?
Damn it, I can't get it open!
Attack incoming!
The entrance is locked too!
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Strike the beast while it's down.
Yes. Okay. It doesn't mean anything. It just comes back. And it does this again. We're gonna die. Why is this thing so strong?
Kasa, 程度と、地、いるとって。
Guys, you're gonna die. Get out of here.
汗ようり一旦おきっとだ穴ペルアと試練地無石音イラコフかついて What are you doing here? サルリとした海ザム特キロだろ
You are correct.
いやアラントテ三世体ウワリトテトラスカンカシチンデ
But
アラペルアとゴンダでキリゴイタニアンペイヤトサチチサタとトメルタカイザムチとラシゲルダえタッカー奇跡おあ
We don't want to leave them, but...
we go! Stop it! Damn it! King, no!
ギ後でアリクラーサアコ
No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own!
タラスユククオタオキアルタユートクルトコチイルカテケタルイトエチケロアルテリアだせ
ギルジ
各石技師
真鍮カレルタカイザンテラス
アンダアラタテウラーヌペルアトチ
ウラーヌカイザントトチ Open the damn door!
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
What does a spirit council do? Halves damage from magical attacks. Cures poison.
Devila! Popola!
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1300 years ago. Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
Yep. Obtain Project Gestalt documents.
Vice! My mind. I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact. Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No. They still live on. You know them as shades. Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time. Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans.
To control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. Because if you remember in Nier Automata, there was a story where you had these androids named Devila and Popola who were talking about two other androids also of the same model who betrayed humanity, if I remember correctly. And now those current Devil and Popola android models that you interact with in Nier Automata have a bad rap because they're the same model of those who betrayed humanity. And in Nier Automata, remember the whole thing, because 9S, after going to the circuitry and the data files of some shipments that were being sent up to the moon, I think it was, because the idea was they were sending shipments to the moon to help support human life that was on the moon. But it turns out the shipments were false, or they didn't make it, or something like that. And it turns out the humans were gone, and that this whole android core nonsense wasn't made in the effort to protect humanity. It was to do something else because humanity was gone. I'm trying to see how the two connect. I can kind of see how they connect already, is that with here, you have it that the shades were the original humans. They're shades now, and that's probably related to the Black Scroll. So, like, you get the Black Scroll, you become this shade, and in order for a part of you to continue living on, you separate the soul, you separate the body, and therefore the body can continue living on as, like, a normal person. But then the shade part of you degrades, and you become less than human. But that is probably, like, the original form of you. And humanity, as we know it, hasn't gone away yet. It's, I would say, in the process of extinction. Whereas with Nier Automata, I think all humans are gone. And you're left strictly with these androids and these robots. I'm gonna have to watch some videos about this.
You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry. You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
No! I'm nothing like you!
Crazy update to the song.
Popola, are you crying?
No! Don't die!
You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls.
Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh god, I can't stop it!
This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you.
Devila! Devila! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone!
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop? Stop? Now you want to stop? You think you have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal and now you want to stop? Popola, wait! It doesn't have to— No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devila were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. The cruelness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting! It's the only way!
No stopping. No stopping ever!
The bridge!
Blast! We're trapped!
I've got an idea!
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right. You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
Emil!
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Now get going, okay?
Emil!
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Emil! You jackass, get back here! Emil!
Oh dear. Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone. Well, I guess they'll just have to learn. I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I hope I have a save point soon. I gotta stop. Nah. I do not have the patience.
Yonah! This ends here!
Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
How can you too hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you.
Be careful!
I know!
Babe.
Vice,
Vice, you okay?
You alright?
Naturally, I am as fit as a fit.
There you go. Got it.
Wait. Brother?
Yonah.
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yonah's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that... I love you.
Hurry! The shade that possessed her is gone.
Kaine, watch over Yonah for me. You want me to understand your sadness? Think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on, let's finish this. Vice, what's wrong?
You're freaking me out here, Vice.
What are you doing? Come. Do it! Strike the killing blow!
Trying. Shoot, it's fast. Shoot.
No bother. One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. All right, no, I'm not.
Vice,
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits.
Sorry.
I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But
Let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Shoot, this
I
sucks.
have something to defend. I have a reason to live. Shadow.
Fine. You defeated the Shadow Lord, a world in flux.
Is Yonah all right? Oh God, no.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Vice? Where are you? Are you okay?
I am as well as can be, considering I have lost my physical form. Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your sister is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with her. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
What's my favorite food? Cookies. What's my favorite book? That's my magic storybook. What's my favorite place? Home with you. What's my favorite flower? The lunar tear, of course. Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than anyone?
Who do I love more than anyone? Nier, no?
Is that you?
Yonah.
Is this my body?
Yes, Yonah. It's yours and yours alone.
You look bigger than before. Like you've grown up.
Well, yeah. I guess you haven't seen me for a while.
Have I been asleep this whole time?
Something like that.
It's almost like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
Oh, Yonah. I'm so happy to have you back.
Me too.
Kaine.
You and your sister. You have a good life, okay?
Where are you gonna go?
Guess I'll...
You could stay with us, you know.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
What do you mean?
Personal shit, alright? Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Kaine.
Hey, look. It's beautiful. For the longest time, I heard someone telling me how they wanted to see the light. can finally see it.
Then I got to the village. It's tiny them again.
Thank you. I love it.
She's so cute.
It's so sunny today.
Yeah, it sure is.
And that is one ending. That is ending A, specifically. So, Devila and Popla explained that humans have been having this problem, this disease happened. In order to see if they can present this disease or slow it or something, do something with it, they initiated Project Gestalt, which involves separating the body from the soul. I'm guessing the body is the shell and the soul is the shade. So I think that's probably why they call the shades the actual original humans, because it is the soul of the person. Whereas the body forms that we play as are just like fake copies of the original person. So this is what I'm thinking happened. Remember at the beginning of the game, we had Nier with his sister. And then we had a time skip of like 1,000-something years. It was a very, very long time. Yet they still look young. As a matter of fact, they look younger. What I'm thinking happened is that at the beginning of the game, you play as two people who had not been fully impacted by this black scroll yet and have not been changed into those shade shell versions. They haven't been separated yet. So when we do that time skip, that operation as part of Project Gestalt happened to, I'm guessing, to both of them, to Nier and Yonah, resulting in us playing as the shells, or playing as the shell and being amongst the shell after the time skip. That makes sense to me. Okay. One thing I find interesting is that Nier is unable at the end of the story to understand what it is the Shadow Lord is doing. I guess I shouldn't. Yeah, no, this is obvious because the Shadow Lord is the shade version of Nier. I feel like that's pretty clear. Hence why Yonah, with the shade possessing her, called him brother. So that's Nier's shade. That's Nier's true soul, in a way. And the fact that he couldn't understand that this shade, just like him, would do everything he can to save his sister is crazy to me. The fact that he just could not get that, just like, dude, this is basically you right now. Just as how you leveled an entire town of people in order to get to your sister, he's doing a similar thing. He attacked a whole village, probably completely planning on killing any and anyone who got in their way in order to save his sister. And the guy we played as does the exact same thing. So I find it interesting he just could not grasp it. I'm curious if they're going to do more with that in the other endings. Okay, so now we can do a different save. I am going to save it into the third one. Okay. Library. Exit the clear data save screen. Yes. Cool. Is there anything else I should do? I wonder if I should go ahead and clear this one. Because maybe I have a feeling, you know what? I don't have to clear it now. I can just overwrite it. That's all. It's fine. Yeah, we'll leave. Ending B. You viewed the first ending. Ending A. Call her back. Load your cleared data after completing the game to experience kindness story. Ending B. You have now read a departed mother's. You can now read a departed mother's diary in your house. Wardrobe has been added to the options menu. New outfits can be attained by progressing through a departed mother's diary. I remember this thing. I didn't get through it all. Change music has been added to game settings. System data saved. So now we can get into another ending. So I can load up my same file. Is that what it's saying? It will start me up in the library. We have a lot of documents to read through because remember how we were dealing with Devil and Popola? We can now read a bunch of stuff.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway...
Kaine's dream, discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the storm. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vein, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combine with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beat turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long, distant descent to the ground. Come on. Come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beat pointing firmly toward the east. East. Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine! The voice belonged to Daimo, worst of all the bullies in the Eyrie. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Daimo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated and, if possible, destroyed. Give me a minute. I want to look at the directions for B. Okay. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Daimo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong. Be brave. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. He can't hurt me. Oh, look, the freak is going to cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Daimo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. I'm a failure. Or a failure, sorry. I wish Daimo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Daimo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upwards. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Daimo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys. Let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon as Daimo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Daimo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball to try to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What's you acting like a girl for? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak. Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and crying and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Deprived of the leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. "Hurt that bitch, don't it? Now, hurts like a bitch, don't it? That's just a scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it." The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she grounded her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. "Ow!" he screamed, leaping to his feet. "Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. Anyway, ain't no one ever died from a scratch." "You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch! A big one! That thing could have killed me." The old woman shrugged. "Death is the best cure for stupid." Death is the best cure for stupid. Sorry, I can't speak right now. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. "Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here, either of you!" Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. "Look at the fat boy go. And guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight." The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting out the blood on her forehead. "Oh, Kaine," she said, "why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot." The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. "Don't be nice to me," she said. "I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore." Her tears held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. "Everyone hates me. I think I caused bad things to happen. I think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead." As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. "Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt to cross it. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand?" The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. "You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it." As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all of these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. "Do I make you sick, Grandma?" "Of course not. Don't be an ass." Kaine drew her grandmother's mouth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. Oh, moth-eaten shot, sorry. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't... Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'm gonna hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter, and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's head hurt, or heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Her grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the water vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kaine's dream, daily life. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of crap axe! Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine. That you, Kaine? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close, or I might get your gosh dang foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on the piece of wood, sending tips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine, close enough for her to hear the whistle. At which point, she decided to step back. Once she scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma! Do you need... Is this the grandmother? I'm guessing it's her. The grandmother. Do you need help? I don't know. I think this is her. I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something. The axe poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment and smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss poor job chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? She's having restless lately. I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either side. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the Eyrie. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on a rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine strung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Damn it! Ugh, crap! She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough, and my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine doubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you... Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't let it spill. Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma? Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop that! Just stop! She cried, breathing heavily. Ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time where her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick. You need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. It's all right. I'll be fine, she said. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. I don't like it, goddammit. But I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands, with her slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted these words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund, older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. "Hey lady," said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. "Where's the apothecary?" The woman's flabby cheeks shook in a bewildered anger. "How dare this thing speak to me?" they seemed to say. But Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. "Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one." "Which way?" Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary, but the new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He'd clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand because his gang of followers were nowhere to be found. "Oh my god," he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak?" The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. "Huh," barked Demo. "That old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Demo." The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall at his head before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch. The apothecary told them to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine on his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture?" Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and they seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now." Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. "Pictures are wonderful things," continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly and then looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached to his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. "You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw." Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. "Yes, I've heard the rumors about you," he said. "It's a small village and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Kali, and I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable." "Grandma's name is Kali?" thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. "Your grandma is an old friend of mine," he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, "and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much." Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless. With enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places. leading Kaine to think she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed some medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasping around her arm. "Back already, are you?" asked her grandmother Yonah. "Come here, let me have a look at you." Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her granddaughter or grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. "Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble?" "It was kind of fun," said Kaine with a small smile. "No, seriously, it was." "Fun, eh?" asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed in anything but. "Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know." As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother she was going to sketch her a portrait. "A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone." "But Grandma, it will make you live forever." "Horse crap," said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. "Living forever would just piss me off. Put those crayons away and help with dinner." Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. "It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all." I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these cameras would, Did I say cameras? I meant crayons. I'm sorry, it's late. I'm tired. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. "Let me be the judge of that," she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly mishappened loaf of bread, all rendering in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. "Oh, Kaine," she said between laughter. "You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it." "But, hush. I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always." True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the day that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. "Posh," said the old woman. "I'll take this down if they roll me in my shroud." She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. "Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. It makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness." It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore she'd never forget this moment. She'd never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on, and people and memories move in and out of a life that ghosts. People and memories move in and out of a life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Kaine's dreams. Separation. Give me a minute. I'm curious about what happens after I'm reading through all this. Okay, so it looks like I will just play the game as normal. Just every now and then you have some interruptions where it's revealing more about Kaine's past. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned the courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood on the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bud, you fool girl. It's a berry. What the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Or why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kaine. I think it's burnt or something, because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose into the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right. Why, you little... Oh, I switched it. Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's mother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, the relationship has grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine cannot remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up, surprised. The young woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was going to check out the kelma trees and see if they're ripe. Thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What in the hell for? Kaine stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and strapped it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I want to build stone walls so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. God dang, girl, if a bunch of thieves wanted to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot, I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about some other... Grandma, no. If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment, she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately, it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand, gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful than the day she first received it. You're gonna be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls, and more talk about how beautiful you've become. Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman. There ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where you get that from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quacking voice. Grandma, stop it! What the hell? The woman stared at her and blinked and slowly held her wrinkled hands as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just kind of thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. Oh, that was her. That was kind of saying. Listen, maybe I should stay home after all. No, I'll have you stay here to keep an eye on old codger like me. You will get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. When you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Connie rolled her eyes and then kissed her grandmother on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the roaring that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Connie could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. Gosh, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Connie worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. The little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Connie pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead. Tracing its path with a finger, Connie suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No. Oh gosh, no. Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma? Grandma! Connie ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life, when she tripped on a stone and went sprawling to the rocky ground. But she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Connie's mind began to race in time with the footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to her sudden horror, with her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random, chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Connie let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending a small whirlwind spinning across the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into a shimmering inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement, and the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time, Connie responded with a scream of her own. All right, you bastard, she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. It's you or me. Let's go. The shade eyed Connie with bemused interest and began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Connie glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flame, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, thought Connie. Alive! Connie's legs sprang to life as he raced across the yard toward the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Connie tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up now! As Connie struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with a tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from his stomach, but she might well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air. They collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lifts her feet only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire, one or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma. Hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness. The distance seemed to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out his tongue, his giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside his core. Bastard. Laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back! She screamed. Give her back to me! It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again and raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latching to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the hell. As she lay on the ground, with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the ground, on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't miss this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on. We have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no, no! I said run, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's claw foot descended, smashing through the remnants of the roof and down upon the shadowed figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from gaps in the creature's toes as a terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed, then a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving to smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept toward its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles, her head lolled dangerously to the side. Yet somehow, she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just once before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern as this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment. Laughing like a mad woman, she leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No. Can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke and flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it. 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 Kill it now. As a spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
Creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today. My sword feels lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Kaine's dreams encounter. Gently, weakly, softly. The shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off toward the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shamed beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see. And only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her unraying eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Cried a sudden voice from the depth of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No. Stop. Don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop. No, don't hurt that picture. Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture into the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-ta-ta. I look like that. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something. Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me. Save me. Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse. A freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh God, you are the best. Kaine glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her ringing arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and then began moving up toward the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die. So why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stay on the ground for the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused after licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with a mad, unabated joy. I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood, just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her throat, or down her front, and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Feels good, doesn't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Well, give me that body. Come on, give me the body. I give you more of this feeling. It's fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As he watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling how she regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a black cloud of smoke. What the hell, sunshine? Screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, and closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body cracked with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern, the pattern of the shades, burn itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, sunshine. I think you and me are going to be good friends now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hate's my favorite dish, and I'm hungry. Let it go. Fuel the anger. Burn with the fire of revenge. Thirst for blood, then go out there and shut up, and get the hell out of my body. Your body? Oh, that's rich, sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the ear would love to see you dead. Kaine grabbed a nearby shard of glass and tried to solve the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Stupid idiot girl. You're possessed now, sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed. You and me, you got what you call a timeshare agreement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, what'll they get a load of you? Wait till they get a load of you now. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how I see the world? Or is this how they see the world? So, listen. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you, too. I'm a very powerful creature, sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies? People you want to kill? I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you? That big old shade that squashed your granny? Well, we'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, sunshine. No more pain. Wait, said Kaine. You're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a goddamn who I murdered, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet. A powder of shade coursed through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me. We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Screw off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go! Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyron. If you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out on this piece of meat you call a heart. Now get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour, and I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade. And I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyron. Count on it. I crap bigger than you, so good luck with that, laughed Tyron. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body. But if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm taking over everything. So keep on killing. Oh, this is what he says. So keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The ghost voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her head had already won. I am not a shade. I am Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. This time, I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn and the people of the Eyrie rose to their daily lives, she remained in that position, as the tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive! Stay alive! Stay alive!
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Oh, hey. Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yonah?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
So this is when things start to repeat some.
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious!
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is crap, and you know—
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
Yeah.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village.
People are afraid of us. As long as you're still with us. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
So we have that whole thing.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside.
I thought
Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
time to take a nap.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades. Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself. I should apologize to Kaine and Emil, but what good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that?
Campfires are... I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is... different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got. She gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay. Can we just forget I told you about that?
That's really cute.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
And thus begins a playthrough of Part B, where you really just play through the game again. There are some extra things.
What might that be?
It's Mom's diary.
This.
I've not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here.
Nanda.
Take a look.
Saving. System data saved. If I remember correctly, they were like... I don't know how to describe
Say
it.
there. Can you not hear me?
These. Yeah, they're... Huh? What?
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
What?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now. There's the door.
Right. Let's go.
It's Gestalt Nier. What is going on? Proceeding on this point, and you'll be unable to save until the battle is over. Yada. I don't. Chota. What? Why do they have Gestalt Nier? I'm laughing because I haven't seen that guy in ever.
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
That is crazy. Okay. One thing I gotta do is definitely save. How are my flowers doing? Are they still going? They is. They is. I'll do that later because I've been playing for a while. There's kind of none. So I'm gonna save it into A. Because I believe what you're supposed to do is that yeah, you play through B and then you have to load the file after you reach B. So it's like they all are in the same file by the looks of it. So I should be okay to save here. Like I can't think of any reason why I couldn't. Okay. So yeah, so it says that any quest that you didn't complete in the second part of the game, you have to go back now and see about completing them. Which luckily I can do now. I think it was just 2 Masters of the Sand and that one with the guy who burned down his house. he should be there with his quest for me. Yeah, he's right there. So I can do that. Before we hop off, I know I just murdered my voice, but I might as well just keep doing it. Apologies for the stuttering and the incorrect readings during the Kaine's dreams. I can't read sometimes. But I put a good college try. But before we hop off, I will harvest these. I'll probably end up playing off screen a little bit so I can complete a particular side quest. But I want to read the Project Gestalt documents we got after we met with Devila and Popola. So there's very important, interesting information in there. These games are just so fascinating to me. They're so well done. Okay. So if you go here, maintain notes. You have statuses, you have your wordless documents. So these are all the letters from Homegirl. Yeah, I remember that one. Love letter. I don't remember this one. I will leave these later. We have the underground research letters that I can read through. The ones I'm interested most right now. Oh, what happened to the Project Gestalt letters? Darn it. Grrr, it's gone. I have to go to that part of the game again, don't I? Okay, fine. What's this then? Plan Snow White. This is about Emil. Archival storage 8/2/2026. Following the recent incident with number 6, which I believe is Emil, we have decided to establish an archive room. This room will hold records on the methods used to control and or cancel all forms of magic, including petrification and bestial transformation, as well as allow other projects to move forward. Specifically, this should make it easier to complete a long-term storage solution for number 6, as well as proceed with our work on number 7. All employees are required to keep the courtyard entrance to this new room secure. Failure to do so is grounds for immediate termination. Progress Report 12/25/2025. We have completed the initial research into number 6 and are ready to initiate the startup experiment in the coming days. As this will likely mark a great leap forward in Gestalt research, the National Weapons Research Laboratory has made the completion of the number 6 project its top priority. Budgets for all other projects are to be frozen, effective immediately. Meeting agenda 9/12/2026. Today's meeting will address the following topics: a solution for long-term storage on number 6, a progress report on number 7, disguising the laboratory's above ground facility as a mansion. Report on number 6, 10/11/2025. The donor body Halua has been chosen from among the 7 candidates subject to proceed in the next stage. In the interest of protecting state secrets, all but one of the remaining subjects will be disposed of. The donor body Emil, however, will be kept in storage. What a love letter. I don't remember these. My dearest beloved, please forgive the lateness of this letter. I have recently fallen quite ill and had some difficulty finding a doctor in this foreign land. The people here, however, have treated me with great kindness, and I now feel my body getting stronger by the day. And my recovery continues. I hope to attempt the journey home soon. I think about you every day and yearn for a moment when we can be together again. Please take care of yourself and know that I am doing everything I can to return to you. My dearest beloved, again I put pen to paper when all I desire is to see you with my own eyes. How do the days find you? I am faring well enough. My illness is stubborn, but my love for you is stronger. Just knowing that you wait for me is enough to keep me going. I know how lonely you must be, but I must say this again. Do not attempt to find me. The voice is treacherous, and disease runs rampant in this land. And anything were to happen to you, I fear will not be able to take it. My love, my dearest love, I will return to you soon. I wonder if this is from that side quest we did for the old woman seafront. My dearest beloved, 50 years have passed since I last gazed upon your face. How is it possible? When next we meet, I hope you look past the wrinkles of an old man and see into a soul as young as the day we first met. This passage of time has led me to think upon our earlier days. When we first met, you were the prettiest girl in town. Your beauty was what first attracted me to you, but it was your kind heart which ensnared my soul. It gladdens me to read your letters, but I can see in them that your spirit is as wonderful as ever. I thank the gods each day that we fell in love, even as I cursed them for keeping us apart. I will see you again. Wait for me, my love. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. I'm very disappointed we don't have the Gestalt project letters. It's okay. And I will read all these weapon stories once we fully upgrade the weapons. Looks like some of them are already fully upgraded potentially. But okay, well, so we're now in full throttle into ending B. As you can tell, there are a lot of small things you can do. We have now Mother's Diary we can go through. We have those 2 side quests we didn't complete last playthrough, so I'll probably run through those so that we don't have to worry about those anymore. And then basically you just play through the game as you would normally. Only this time you'll have a couple of differences. You'll sometimes hear from Tyron the shade within Kaine every now and then you might learn a bit more about Emil. So basically the same boss fights, same base story still, but we'll be able to learn more about Kaine, about Emil, about Nier and Yonah's mother. And this time I will definitely make sure I read the Project Gestalt documents that we gain access to after we confront Devila and Popola. So yeah, still a lot to do, and then after this ending we still got 3 more to do, so we're not done with Nier Replicant just yet. So sorry this was such a long playthrough. I didn't think it would be this long. I wasn't expecting them to have like just non-stop narrative sections like that, but it's alright. We made it through. My throat didn't want to die. It's not trying to leap out my throat right now, so we're doing great right now. So next time I think the first thing I'm going to do is journey into the Mother's Diary, because that is something I never really looked deeply into when I first played Nier Gestalt. So I'm very curious about that. And then off screen I'll probably end up doing both those side quests, and we'll probably be strictly focusing on make sure we get all the weapons of the game and make sure I get as many documents as possible and read about them. So look forward to that. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next playthrough. Bye bye.